Feel a lot better. I had to go, y'all. Sorry. 45 seconds, though, man. That's nice. I like it. 57 seconds. Woo. Ooh, wee. I ain't waiting on the rest of y'all. Dang. Way too far behind. You know, not that I really care about their well-being or anything. Oh, that's just mean. I shouldn't be like that. Alright, and we have surpassed our 10 million with a little bit of cushion too. We could buy us a cheap car. Well, actually, we could buy us a nice car with 44,000. Heck, even a Camaro SS 2010 is only 30,000, I think. Yeah, that's a really good car. One of the better ones in the game, you know. Non-racing and all. So 2 laps around the Nurburgring. I wonder if it's the 24-hour or just Nordschleife. Probably the 24-hour. Yeah, it is, dang. And this is pretty much the same as what I did in the GT World Championship. Same exact race and all, except my car has slightly less power because I had to use the power limiter in order to even get into this race. Get into this championship and all. Alright, and I was not looking, so I just ran right into that Jaguar. But oh well, I'm sure he appreciated the boost. I love passing all y'all right at the start like that. That's so fun. Dang, whatever happened to y'all having like your 30-second lead? Usually y'all start out about 20 seconds ahead at least. They sure did on Twin Ring Motegi. They had to have at least had a 10-second head start at least. It even took me a little while to catch them with this. It was like the end of the second lap or whatever. I caught them. And on the road. This car loves the sand too much. I tell you. I do not love the sand though. At all. Oh man, that Nissan really loved it. Man, I tell you what, talk about a sand hog, man. Ooh. Not a road hog, but a sand hog. Alright, I'm gonna push you into this because I just feel like it. And dang, that did not hurt you one bit. Really? I was hoping you'd fly off and spin out and cry and eat dust and threaten suicide. And, oh, I'm going too far now. Nah, I've forgiven it. I've forgiven the BMW. I did have to play with it though. That was fun. Now it's time to torture it. You know, after all, I did get revenge on it on the last race. I think a 45-second lead is enough for revenge. So let's just do it again, y'all. Let's do it again. Oh gosh, I remember this part right here I screwed up so badly on. Okay, gotta slow down before. I probably slowed down too much, but it's better that than flying off. That got my fly off anyway. Piece of crap. I'm kidding, this is a good car. Dang, look at Hot Stuff keeping up with me. Who do you think you are, Hot Stuff? Keeping up with me, a human. Computers don't keep up with humans. That's silly. Man, I can imagine how absurd I sound. Okay, now we're living the grass. Tell you, we're living it. I love this track though, even if it is mean. Long and mean. Kind of like Daisy, you know, and Peach. They're long and mean. That reference did not make any sense. Alright, we got a 4-second lead. Let's turn that into a 40-second lead. that's the goal. You know, always set your goals high, my friends. Always shoot for the stars. You might at least reach the moon. Someone once told me that, and I agree with them. That's what I try to do. Everything I do, I try to do my best at it. Like, I love to work, for example. I mean, I've been working at Pizza Hut since 2008, and I still work there. Haven't quit there yet. At least up to the point of this recording of this video, I at least want to get up to 7 years, which will be February of next year. But I mean, me, I just love to work. Love it. I don't know, it gives me, you know, a slight sense of satisfaction, you know, that I actually did something. And I mean, so I'm still working at Pizza even though I teach, you know, through the week full time. And even doing summer school right now, you know. I mean, that was completely voluntary. And then I completely run off the road and suck and let them catch up and take forever to get started back. And yeah, that's groovy. Car, what in the heck is the deal with you? You're really starting to turn me off. Stay on the daggum road. The road's so narrow, man. Of course, not near as bad as the Goodwood Festival speed. Oh my golly, that road was way too narrow. Look at that. I was, what, 12 seconds ahead, and now I'm 5. That one little screw up, man. Was so magnificent. So yeah, my friends, if you learn nothing else from this video, learn that you should always do your best. I mean, no matter what you're doing, whether you're working at Fred's or Walmart or a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher, or if you're just a high school student that's still trying to get your diploma, you know, don't just settle for passing. Don't just settle for what's acceptable. Settle for your absolute highest potential. That's how I've always been. I always wanted straight A's, you know. Granted, I didn't make 1B in high school in biology. I hated that class. But I made an A in like trig and calculus and, you know, chemistry and all those classes. But daggum, I had a B in biology. The teacher, I don't think she really liked me though. I actually would have had an A, and I showed her what the problem was. She had put that I had a 7 on an assignment when really I had a 70. And she put that I had a 7, and it ended up with me having a B, and cost to be valedictorian. She never fixed it. But, you know, I'm not messed up about it. I don't care. I've forgiven her. And moving on. I didn't want to give a speech anyway, so, you know, that's just that. Well, I'm really revealing a lot in this video. I don't know what it is. Get on the daggum road. Daggum, this car's... What is up with me running off the daggum road and into the sand? I had way too much sand action. Sand action is fun and all, but dang, man, we're not on the beach. We're not playing in the waves. We're trying to win a daggum race. Ugh. And somehow I'm still killing them. Don't ask me how that is, but I will accept it. BMW V12 LMR. Oh yeah, we're going 240 mile an hour. We're going way too fast. Probably going to run off into the road. Run off into the road. That makes no sense. Run off of the road, like I already have like 40 times just this race alone. That'd be amazing if somebody really kept count of it. I would probably be baffled by how many times I really do run off the road. And 8 minutes in this car, that's really kind of sad. You know, with this car, I would expect higher than that. Heck, I even got like 8 minutes and 50 seconds with that Toyota Celica. It's just SS2, you know. That's the downfall of this car, is it takes forever to get going. That's the downfall to it, dang. I'm getting all psycho now. Sounding like a Grinch. I swear, man, if I fly off into the sand one more time. Okay, no more sand. Because I'm about to lose it, y'all. I'm probably going to throw this controller if I fly off in the sand one more time. Yes, I may need anger management issues, but whatever. I've landed in the sand too much. And I'm still 18 seconds ahead. Wow, they're really sucking. They must be playing in the sand too. It is kind of fun. I mean, it really is. I remember when I was a kid, man, I loved playing in the sand. Like this house we moved in when I was like 5. It was a new lot, you know. The lot, nobody hardly lived at all in the area. It was just now starting to be developed. Of course, now, you know, going back 15 years, you know, 19 years later, it's completely developed and there's tons of houses everywhere, you know, and stores. But back then, there wasn't anything there. And, shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, there was no grass or anything. It was just all sandy. I guess they had torn down all the trees and stuff so that it could be developed real easily. But at any rate, there was a lot of sand, and I really enjoyed playing with it as a kid. I remember digging like my own little canals and stuff. I don't know. A lot of parents would be like, "Dang, you're really destructive." But mine were like, "Whatever, do what you want." So yeah, I destroyed. Well, it wasn't like I destroyed the whole yard. It was actually way back behind the house. You know, it was several feet. I'd say, I don't know, 50, 60, 100 feet behind the house. So it wasn't very close. You know, it was really out of the way. It was in the corner of the yard. The very back corner of the yard. And like I dug canals and I made little sand houses and all kinds of stuff. Of course, now, you know, the place is all grassed and there's grass everywhere and it's all developed. And there are even trees. The trees that my dad planted when I was a kid, they're all really big now. Yep, very interesting to see. I've only been there a couple times. Or maybe, I think only just one time since we moved away. We moved away when I was 10. Yep, so we were there like 5 years. And that was a little town southwest of Little Rock, Baseline. And now I live way up in Tuckerman, you know. But actually doing a lot better. Almost. I mean, I think I ran off the road one time since I said if I run off into the sand one more time, I'm gonna. I think I've only ran off one time, but it was in the grass, not the sand. So we're all good. Sand is what I hate, man. It's sand. Sand is horrible. I'm really pulling away too. Now that I finally stay on the road. Let's see how long it lasts though. Not very long. Must we spin out, really? See, I was doing so good, man. Then we just had to go on a spinning frenzy. You know, I don't know what's up with that car. I really don't. I was gonna get you some new tires, but I don't think you deserve them now, car. Oh, and that gas treatment I was gonna give you. Yeah, I don't know if you deserve it. You just been too naughty. Too naughty. Just like Peach and Daisy. Good on Mario Party. Yay. Didn't fall off the road. We're almost there. Can I break the 8-minute mark? I think I can if I don't fall into the sand. Once again, I'm alluding to the sand. Well, I say, look at that. They gained on me. I was 40 seconds ahead. Yet another 40-second lead. And ain't that sweet? Ain't that precious? They will be 40 seconds too on the next sector. Because we're not going to screw up anymore like that, are we, Colin? I have faith in you. This is a pretty good car. I really think I probably should have bought the Toyota Minota, but after all, the Toyota Minota was the car I got. I actually got 300 miles per hour in on Gran Turismo 4. It was the first car I'd ever reached 300 in. And the only other car after that was in this, not in this game, but Gran Turismo 5. With that, whatchamacallit, Red Bull X 2010. I mean, that thing. Speaking of which, I'll need to do that challenge pretty soon. Hopefully in one of the upcoming recording sessions, I'll get brave and try that. Not tonight, though. I'm too tired tonight. Way too tired. And I actually didn't run off into the sand, y'all. I'm very proud. Miracles do happen. And I don't think there's any more sand for us to run into. Very, very fortunate. Ooh, it's going to be rough breaking 8 minutes. It's going to be very hard. Can we do it? I think we can. I think we're on track to do it. Ooh, this car's a beast, man. Over 240 miles an hour. 52 seconds. Woo! If that ain't payback, I don't know what is, y'all. I like that. This really was a long race, though. 15 minutes. Over 15 minutes. Of course, you know, one lap takes about 8 minutes, so what can you expect? That was very fun. I enjoyed kicking y'all's little butts. Sure did.